Good afternoon, boys and girls. We have something to do today. We're going to do a little reviewing, and I'm going to read you a story. Go to camp today because this is our last week, and y'all will be going on vacation. This weekend is Memorial Day weekend. People be traveling, going to cookouts, to the beach, to amusement parks, different places. But also, wear your mask, still do your distancing, social distancing. Also, wash your hands. They also say that you don't have to wear your mask if you have been vaccinated. But we don't know who been vaccinated or who haven't. Who haven't. So, to be safe, still wear your mask. And if you don't wear your mask, make sure you have your social distance. And whatever you do, make sure you're safe. That's all it boils down to. Okay, like I said, a lot of be going to the beach, to hotels that have pools. And if you get to travel and go to a hotel that got a pool, make sure that your parents are with you. Don't go out there and try to jump in that water. And also at the ocean. And if you do get in the water, your parents, make sure to have your little floaters on. Put on your arms so that you won't what you have about like a little life jacket. Okay. Also, a lot of you be going to camp. They open camps and stuff back up. And like I said today, I'm gonna read you the story. Go to camp. We're also going to do a review of our letters. We got 3 letters today. We got the F, the G, and the H. The F sound is like funny. The G sound Gus. The H sound Henrietta. Okay, so let's get started. We're gonna do our letters first. Okay. F, funny, funny fish. And what another word that begins with F that we've been talking about? Friend, friend. Something chocolate. Fudge. Okay. Uh, this weekend y'all gonna have what? Fun. Okay. We've been talking about this person that drive tractors and stuff on the what? Farmer. Okay. Somebody name that begins with the letter F, like Fran, Fred, Faden. Okay, that's F. Okay, the next is what? G, G, Gus, Gus, the goat, goat, Gus, Gus. What word? Giraffe, grizzly, gum, um, gorilla, go, um, green, begins with the letter G. Okay. Now H. Henrietta. Henrietta. Hobby. H sound. How about hat? Hand. What else? Hike. Um, hippo. They are hippos. Um, something else that begins with the and you use it kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. What is it? Hammer. Hammer. Okay. And so let's go over. F, F, G, G, H, H. Okay. Now let's read the book. The name of the book is The Bernstein's Bears Go to Camp, and it's by Stan and Jan Bernstein. And they also is the what author and the illustrator. I would say this is the what front of the book, the back of the spine of the book, and the back. And also, what's this? The title page. Okay, this is the Tyler page. And on this Tyler page, it has, it's vacation time. Hooray, hooray. Let's spend it outside, outdoors. Let's get away. And what is this too? This is a what? A tent. A tent. And it has a what? A lantern. And who is that? An owl. An owl. And it say the Bexar County School. That's the name of their school. Okay. It was the last day of school and the beginning of vacation. That's wonderful time when Little Bear could sit around doing absolutely nothing. Brother Bear and Sister Bear shouted goodbye to Teacher Jane and hopped onto the bus for a happy trip home. You see, that's their school right there. The Bexar County School. Now look at them. Waving goodbye. Well, asked Mama Bear after a day or so of vacation, are you enjoying sitting around doing nothing? It's great, said Sister. Absolutely, said Brother. There's just one trouble with it, added Sister. There's nothing to do. See, they're just chilling on the step. And what is this right here? That is their what? Mailbox. That's where they get their mail at. Their mailbox. And sometimes you feel like doing just nothing. Here, take a look at this, said Mama, as she reached for something that had come in the mail. You see, she getting it out of her what? What is that? An apron. Apron. This is what it looked like. Tired of sitting around doing nothing, come to Grizzly Bob Day Camp. Summer fun for cubs of all ages. Swimming, canoeing, art and craft, sports and game, nature study, fully supervised. And don't forget our exciting overnight campfire powwow and a sleep out. See? And that's what the flyer look like. And they're going to be around what? Water. They're going to be around a lake. And this is all the things that they get to do. Some of the things look interesting, but Brother wondered what fully supervised meant. And Sister wasn't so sure about that overnight sleep out. It sounded a little scary. Where is this camp? Asked Sister. Not for, answered Mama. How will we get there? Brother wanted to know. A bus comes for you in the morning and bring you home in the afternoon. Sound a little like school, said Brother. We will think about it, said the cubs, and went back doing nothing. Well, not exactly nothing. They picked a few wildflowers, chased a few butterflies, turned over a few rocks, and thought about it. Mama, could we try Grizzly Bob Camp just to see if we like it? They asked. Of course, said Mama. See, she picking flowers, he chasing butterflies over rocks. They bored, so they're going where to camp. A couple mornings later, Brother and Sister were in camp shorts and t-shirts, all ready and waiting when the bus came. It didn't look much like a school bus. See the bus? It says Grizzly Bob Day Camp. Grizzly Bob Day Camp. And that is who? Grizzly Bob. And Grizzly Bob didn't look much like Teacher Jane. And the camp didn't look anything like school. Grizzly Bob had built his camp beside a lake at the edge of the forest. There were a log building, a flagpole flying the camp flag, a big bulletin board with the camp rules, and there certainly were a lot of rules. Some interesting paths, a roped-in place to swim. There were even a big red canoe. Let's see. They get off the bus. They excited because it's something different. And that's the rules, camp rules. And then there's your big old red canoe on the lake. It didn't even have a what? A diving board. Bob had made name tags for the cubs. You are a campmate now, so you better get to know each other, he said. Then he took them on a tour of the camp. There were an office with a desk where he did his paperwork and first aid corner full of band-aids and things for cuts and bruises. There were a rec hall to go into when it rained. Rec was short for recreation. There was a picnic place and a barbecue pit where they roast hot dogs for lunch. Sister burnt hers a little, but she traded with another couple like the burnt hot dogs. Bob announced that after lunch they would all climb up Spook Hill to the very top of Skull Rock, a special place where they would have their end of camp powwow and sleep out. Let's see, he showed them. That's his office. And right here they got their what? They got their name tags. Then he showed them the office, the first aid, the rec room. Then over here they roasted their hot dogs by the what? Fire pit. Now they're going up the hill to what? Spook Hill. They're going up Spook Hill to get to Skull Rock. And it was quite a climb. That evening, Mama and Papa Bear was eager to know how the cubs liked the camp. It was okay, said Brother, but they sure had a lot of rules. It was all right, agreed Sister. They sure had plenty of band-aids and sticky stuff for cuts. But what they were both thinking about was Skull Rock and the end of camp sleep out, especially Sister. And she was what? Scared. She was getting scared. The second day was different. Brother had a great day. He passed the swimming test and was allowed to ride in the canoe. Sister didn't have such a good day. She played dodgeball and some of the cubs threw pretty hard. The third day, Sister had fun. She got a star for a breech picture frame that she made in art and craft. But Brother hurt his knee in the wheelbarrow race. Let's see. We get to do what? Canoe. They swimming. And she was playing what? Dodgeball. And see how hard they threw the ball? And over here, she made a picture frame out of a birch tree. And then right here, they were racing. And he hurt his leg. The fourth day, both of them had fun. And every day after that, so much fun that they forget about Skull Rock and the sleep out. Almost. See? They was having a ball. Playing soccer, swimming, making stuff out of a rope. They're fishing. And right here what she's wearing. About what? Skull Rock. Okay. Papa found the sleeping bags that he and Mama had used on their honeymoon, and when the camp bus came on that morning of the big night, Brother and Sister were ready, sort of. It was kind of weird. The climb up Spook Hill wasn't so hard this time, even with the backpack. The cubs were strong and tough from their summer of camping. Tomorrow will be field day, the last day of camp, when their parents would come to watch their games and contests and see awards given out. But for now, all the Cubs could think about was what? The big sleep out. It was just the beginning. It was just the beginning of getting dark when they reached Skull Rock. And see, the rock look like a skull here. See? And they going to the top. Grizzly Bob built a campfire. Then he went into a small cave. When he came out, he was dressed as a beautiful Indian in a beautiful Indian costume. Then the cubs sat in a semicircle and the powwow began. See? He became what? The Indian chief. And he got a what on? A headband. A headband. Bob told them old Indian legends of the great animal spirits, the story of the great grizzly as big as a mountain, and the soaring eagle who filled the sky, and the mighty salmon whose colors made the rainbow. As Bob told the old stories, the cubs could almost see the wonderful creatures in the firelit smoke as it curled up into the night sky. You see, they could see what the eagle soaring, the great grizzly, and the salmon. A salmon is a what? A fish. After the powwow, they had cocoa and honey bread. Then they curled up in their sleeping bags, and soon they were fast asleep, even sister. The next day, brother and sister did very well in the field day games and contests. Brother won a trophy for finishing second in the dash, and sister got a medal for Dead Bear Float and for her bead belt. It was almost the end of summer. School would be starting in a couple weeks. Well, asked Papa, how did you like camp? It was great, said brother, hugging his trophy. See? And that's mom and them coming to their what? They coming to their awards day. And look up here. They would sleep on what? Skull Rock. And over here, look, he got a trophy and she got a medal. And did they enjoy camp? Yeah. It was great, agreed sister, wearing her medal proudly. But you know something? After Grizzly Bob Day Camp, school will be like a vacation. They had a good time. So I hope you enjoyed the story, and a lot of y'all will be going to camp and going to the beach and different places on vacation. But be what? Safe. And I'll talk to you later.